Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and as you can tell from the title of this video, this is the mom tag. I'm guessing this is probably the revised version. I'm not even sure if I've ever done a mom tag on this channel. I don't know. I don't really keep everything in mind like that. But this collab is in collab with Chloe Scott, and I'm gonna have a link down below to all the other videos that you want to check out for the mom tag. So I have my phone right here, and that's probably why I'm going to be reading all the questions off of. So bear with me. Alright, question number 1. How old were you when you had your first child? So when Ryleigh was born, I was 20 years old, and literally like 2 months after I turned 21. I had a 2-month-old at the time, so obviously I couldn't, you know, do anything for my 21st birthday, but that's fine, because I would have rather been home with her anyway. So what was the hardest thing about being pregnant? The hardest thing for me about being pregnant with Athena was probably the acid reflux. Like, oh my Jesus, that was the worst thing ever. I remember having it so bad to the point that Tums didn't even work for me. I had to take like that like really nasty chalky like liquefied version of it. It was terrible. Like everywhere I went, anything I wanted to eat, couldn't really eat anything spicy, so it kind of really just sucked. Can you think of anything you enjoyed during those 9 months? Well, I mean the fact that I was carrying a human being inside of me, like that was pretty cool. I always thought that was pretty cool, and like her moving around was pretty cool too, like being able to actually feel the movement. So to me that was all really special. And the fact that it was summertime, so I got to wear like yoga shorts all the time, and like it was just like, yeah, it was great. Aside from that, I mean like baby shopping and stuff, but yeah. Question number 4. In your opinion, were all the things you heard about childbirth accurate, or were they way off? For me, I feel like they were pretty accurate, but a little off. Like before I decided what I wanted to do, the first thing I knew that I wanted to do during my childbirth was no epidural. And the first thing I asked for when I went into the room was epidural, please. So for me, I don't know, I feel like it was wish-washy. Like I already knew what to expect, but at the same time I don't know, it was weird. What would you have handled differently in childbirth if you could redo it? Honestly, I probably, like if I didn't have back labor, I probably would have had no epidural, honestly, because to me it didn't even really work. Like it worked as far as the contractions, but when it came to pushing, I felt all of it, every single bit of it, so it didn't even really help with the actual like pushing part, which was the hardest for me. What would be your advice to someone who is about to have a baby? It's question number 6. So personally, if I knew somebody that was about to have a baby, and I know how discouraging breastfeeding could be for some people, or how some people have all these different opinions being thrown at them, the one thing I would say is it is a lot of work, but it is so worth it in the end. I'm telling you guys, it is so worth it. Don't give up. Keep trying. If it's something you really want to do, keep trying. And if it's something that you're not sure that you want to do, I would say take a breastfeeding class. That definitely gives you a lot of factual things to take into consideration. What has been the hardest thing about being a mom? I think the hardest thing about being a mom is honestly fear. Fear that you know that one day your baby is going to grow up to be their own person, and at some point in time when they're older, there isn't, I mean, because granted they're always going to need you, but there's things that you're not going to be able to control no more that they might be doing, you know what I mean? Like they're going to be creating their own path. The only thing you can hope for is that you raise them right, you know? And then sometimes not even that, because sometimes people are raised right, they just get mixed up in the wrong type of people or the wrong type of thing. So that is my biggest fear as a parent, is that, you know, is the fact that my children are going to grow up and I just wish that they would make the right choices. And granted, I know that nobody's perfect, and I know that that might just be really vague for me to even say, but you know, as a parent, I'm gonna be worried, you know. I'm gonna be worried about where they're at, what are they doing, are they okay, you know. And I'm just feared that, you know, I might not be able to help them. So that's one of my biggest fears. Number 8, what has been the most rewarding thing about being a mom? So for me, one of the most rewarding things about being a mom is honestly just seeing their milestones and seeing them grow. Like, that to me is so rewarding because it makes me feel like I've done a great job. Number 9, what was one of the most surprising things you discovered about being a mom? One of the most surprising things would probably be that my patience is where it is. Number 10, what is the best memory you have involving your child? With both of my girls, I would say the best memory I have for both of them would probably be the day that they were both born. So like, I don't know, I just feel like it's something special about it. Like, for Ryleigh, it was different because when Ryleigh was first born, like, each of them were different. So when Ryleigh was first born, that was me becoming a mom. Like, that was me taking my baby and saying, this is a human being I have to care for the rest of my life. This is mine, you know, this is my child. And it made me a mom. So as far as Athena, it was a little different because once Athena was born, it was more so like a, wow, this is my second child. Wow, she's going to be a little sister to Ryleigh. Ryleigh's going to be a big sister now. So she made Ryleigh a big sister, and she made me a mom of 2. So, I mean, that was definitely something that was really amazing. And when they're first born, it's the most amazing thing ever. Number 12, what is the worst thing your child has ever done? So, well, Ryleigh's only 3, but surprisingly, one of the worst things she's done is probably something she just did today, which was paint the dog's face. So yeah, that was, like, the dog's face is still stained with paint, because for those who don't know, we have a white puppy, and she is a pit bull, and her face is completely, like, stained up like a clown. Athena, she's only 7 months old, but surprisingly, the worst thing that she has done thus far would be what she did yesterday, and that is pouring paint all over the kitchen floor. Not just one time, but twice. So I mean, you think I would have probably listened by, you know, we'll learn by the first time when she did it, can of paint, but I didn't. So yeah, that happened. What habit did you wish your child didn't have? For Athena, she is starting to pick up the whole, like, if I cry, I'll get what I want. And she's picking it up from Ryleigh, because Ryleigh does it a lot. And I really don't normally cave into them, but their dad caves into them a lot when they cry. So that is something she's picking up, and I wish she didn't pick up that habit, but she unfortunately is picking up that habit. So there's really nothing I can do about it but try to fix it. And as far as Ryleigh, the only habit I have with her that I wish she didn't do is just she does things, and she knows she's not supposed to be doing them, because I'll tell her prior, like, don't touch that, don't do that, and she'll do it anyways. And sometimes she'll even do it while staring me in the face, like she doesn't care, like she's like she's trying me, you know, like basically she's trying to get in trouble, like she wants to get in trouble, so she'll keep doing it. And I guess that's like negative, I guess that's her trying to gain negative attention, but she does that. And you know, she's 3, so sometimes I'm like, you know, I just kind of have to like just brush it off and let it be. What habits of theirs make you the proudest? And one thing that Athena does, which I'm really proud of her, is she's starting to stand. So obviously, I mean, that's not a habit, that's a milestone, but she's starting to learn how to stand on herself, by herself. And a habit that I'm really happy that Ryleigh does is that she's starting to learn how to not stay clean, because she's a 3-year-old, but she is starting to be able to clean up after herself, which is really, really handy. She's really handy with Athena. Like, if I ask for a diaper or some wipes, she'll come and get it for me. Like, or I'll be like, oh, I have to change the baby's diaper. Before I can even lay Athena down to change her diaper, Ryleigh's like coming over to me with like wipes and a diaper. Like, so she's really helpful. So that's something I really like. Do you share any similarities with your child, both physically and personally? Physically, any similarities between me and Ryleigh? I don't know. People say she has my smile a lot. And I don't know, some people say she has my cheeks a lot too, so I don't know. I think that's funny. And any similarities physically with Athena, I don't know, because people say she looks just like my twin, but then some people say she looks just like Matt, so I don't know, that can go either way. And as far as personality, it's funny because Athena, like, I have a high-pitched voice and Athena has a high-pitched voice and scream. Like, when she is crying, she screams, and yeah, it's funny because she sounds just like me. And I feel like she has my attitude. As far as Ryleigh personality, she likes a lot of the same music I like. She likes to dance. She likes to be creative and just like artistic. So that's something that, I mean, for me, like, that's me, like, in a nutshell. So it's pretty much Ryleigh too. So where would you like your child to be in 10 years? So in 10 years, Ryleigh will be 13, so I'm hoping in school, maybe in like a couple extracurricular activities, doing good, straight A's. And in 10 years from now, Athena will be 10. So she'll hopefully be in school, extracurricular activities, doing great, getting straight A's, hopefully. You know, I want my kids to be really brilliant and smart. What is something that having a child has taught you? So I would say something that having a child has taught me is to be less selfish, which I wasn't really selfish to begin with, but I mean, like, I'm not selfish when it comes to my kids. I completely put them before myself. It also taught me that I can push myself to do the best I possibly can, especially for them. And another thing it has taught me is that patience is the key to success, basically. Like, if I want to get anything done, I have to learn how to be patient. I have to learn how to compromise. I have to learn how to just, you know, overall, I guess what I'm trying to say is they've taught me to just be a better me. Did you imagine that you'd be a mom at the age that you became a mom? Honestly, if I was a teenager looking at myself now, maybe. Like, I could see myself being a mom at 20. But any younger than like 16, I probably would have said no. Like, at the age of 20, like, if I was like 15, I'd have been like, no way I'm gonna be a mom in 5 years. Your child in a single sentence. This one right here is literally the perfect mix between me and her dad. Ryleigh, if I had to describe her in one single sentence, I'd say she is very smart. She is very witty. I'd say she's very creative. She is very bright. And yeah. And number 20 is, have you changed as a person after you became a mom? And of course, this one's over here crying. What's your matter? What's your matter? Have I changed as a person? Of course I've changed. I'm a completely different person than I was before I was a mom. So thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure you check out the links down below. And this is my mom tag. I don't want to make this any longer than it needs to be. And thank you guys for watching. Bye.